Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. I'm T of Crumpus Tea and Sewing here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the latest Simplicity collection, which includes the summer of 2022 patterns. I was really surprised when I saw these patterns. I really like a lot of these patterns and I intend to purchase a few. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the video and share with you some of my thoughts of these patterns and also tell you the patterns that I intend to purchase from this collection. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the Simplicity S9599, which is a missus dress that is a knit, is made for knits, and it is a pattern that goes from 18W to 34W. So this is your plus size pattern, and the suggested fabrics are stretchy knits only, such as rib knits and jersey knits. And you will need some fusible interfacing for the neckline on this. Now the back of this dress is a open back dress that has like a little tie knot in the back, which I think is really cute. It's not a pattern that I would purchase for myself. However, I do believe that it is a really cute knit dress, and it has a really nice rounded neckline in the front of the pattern. So that is the pattern for the plus size. You can also purchase the 9598, which is the pattern for your regular sizes. And this pattern comes in sizes, let's see, 6 to 24, which is really nice for that group of size range. And you also are going to be using stretchy knit fabrics such as your rib knits and your jersey knits. So it's basically the same pattern. It's just a different group of sizes that you're getting. You have your nice V neckline with this. I think this one's a V neckline and the other one's a rounded neckline. I'm not sure, but it has that tie detail in the back. You have your open back that cut out on the back of your dress, and then you also have that tie. It's showing in this variation here that you can do a color blocking variation here, which is really nice. And I really like how Mimi G styled hers, and how she has the green and the yellow, the play on the green and the yellow, which is really fun and cute. And I like that pattern there. However, I would not be purchasing that one for myself, just simply because I'm not a cutout person. I don't do a lot of cutouts. So, but it is a cute pattern, and I do enjoy looking at that pattern. So there's the Simplicity S9602, which is a loose fitting caftan and wrap. So it's really cute. It has a band that goes down the center front. You have different sleeve variations. You also have different length variations. It has a V neckline shape, which I think is really cute. And the description says that it is, you get caftans and wraps within this particular pattern with front bands and self ties. And the sleeves, you have sleeve variations that have a flare sleeve. And then you can also do the variation without the flare sleeve. And then you also can do a variation with a flounce or without the flounce. So I really like that one. And I think that would be really nice for a cover up for summer. There's also the Mimi G S9597, which is categorized as Mimi G's DIY lifestyle brand pattern. And this is basically a really nice scrappy dress that has a really short bodice, and you have a really long skirt. You also have the cutouts that go on the back of your garment as well. So cutouts is basically a trend for summer 2022. So that's why you're probably going to see a lot of cutout patterns, especially with your big four. When you see all those summer releases, expect to see cutouts, because that's what the trend is for this year. So you do have different variations for the lower part of the body. So you can do a variation that is a skirt that has a tier, or you could do a variation that is just a basically wide leg pants. So I really like that, and that is really cute. There's also the Simplicity S9596, which is also a missus pullover dress designed for knit patterns. It has a scoop neckline. It also has a gathered skirt, side panels, pockets. You could do the knee length well, they all have this knee length variation to it. And then you also have different sleeve variations. You can do a version with sleeve or without sleeves. The neck is rounded. It's the Simplicity S9603. Now, I believe this is the same variation as the previous one that I showed you. Yes, this is basically the same variation of the caftan that I showed you earlier, but this one is for plus sizes. So this is 18W to 32W. The other version, I believe, was 6 to 20 or something like that. There's also this really cute skirt and halter top pattern, which is the Simplicity S9613. I really like the skirt out of this pattern here. It has a yoke for the front and the back. On the front yoke, you're going to have buttons going down the center front. You also have a waistband. At the bottom of the yoke, you have a gathered skirt, which I think is really cute. I think the buttons are actually non-functional because it says here that you have a cropped halter top that has bust and waist darts and a side seam zipper. Oh, okay. So the side seam zipper is for the halter top. The buttons are for the skirt. So scratch that. You do have functional buttons on this skirt, which I think is really cute. And I'm glad that they are functional. So really like that pattern. There's also the Simplicity S9610. This is a pattern that have two different variations of a pair of pants and a pair of shorts. And then you also have two different variations of a top. So you have, your top is like a grown-on sleeve. You have a notched collar, which looks like it's going to, you're also going to have like your facing for your collar there. That is part of your collar. And you have center front buttons on the top. The pants have an invisible zipper that you're going to be placing in the garment. And then on the front of the pants and the shorts, you can put pockets on the front of the pattern, which I think is also really cute. There's also the Simplicity S9612, which is a wardrobe pattern. So you have two variations of a top and two variations of a pair of pants and shorts. I think this is very cute. I really love view B, which is the top that have like a little gathering around the waistline there. You have grown-on sleeves, and it looks like you're going to have panels for your top. It looks like you're going to have a front panel and side panels, and then a back panel. For your pants, you just have just a regular pair of pants that have buttons on the front. I think they're just going to be added as a detail. I think you have a zipper in the center back, and then you also have pockets that you can put in the pants. There's also the Simplicity S9606, which is a really cute top. You have 4 different variations. You have sleeve variations as well as neckline variations as well, which I think is really cute. So you can do a variation with a deep V neckline or a rounded neckline. And you also have buttons going down the center front of the top, but it's like it's not like you're putting loops on and then also putting buttons to go through the loops. So it's not where you're putting your regular buttonholes down on the garment. So it's a really simple, easy pattern. I think it will be so cute for summer. Here's another pattern that I really love. This is the Simplicity S9604. It's another blouse pattern. You have, let's see, how many variations here? You have 4 different variations of a top. You have some pleating that's around the neckline. You have a V neckline, raglan sleeves. You could do a crop version, a tunic, long type tunic version, and you can also do a variation where you put elastic going throughout the waistline. The crop version, you will be putting elastic going around the bottom of the hem there. And then you also have different sleeve variations. You have a long sleeve, and then you also have a flutter sleeve that you can make, and it's classified as easy to sew. So I'm really excited about this pattern, and I can't wait to get my hands on that one. Here's another easy top pattern that is really cute and fun. It's the Simplicity S9605. You again have 4 different variations. You have different sleeve variations. You have a variation that has a little ruffle going around the sleeve. You can do a smocked version, or you can do a variation without the smock, or you can do a variation that has like a ruching going down the center front, and you have like ties, like drawstrings down the center front, so you can ruche up the center front of the garment. I think this is just a super fun, cute pattern. Here's a pattern that have pants and a skirt. It's the Simplicity S9608. So the pair of pants are wide leg pants that have buttons going down the side of the garment, and you also have an elasticated waistline. And you also can do something similar for the skirt. You have this A-line skirt that have buttons going down the side of the skirt, and you have an elasticated waist for the skirt as well. So this is also an easy to sew pattern. I think it's really fun and cute, especially the variation with the buttons going down the side of the garment. And then there's also this really cute skirt pattern that is really easy, I think, to sew. It says it's easy to sew. It's Simplicity S9607. So this is an asymmetrical skirt for view A anyway. It's an asymmetrical skirt. You have some gathering details on the skirt. You can make different length variations for that skirt. So I think that this collection is really fun. I'm seeing a lot of patterns that are different and innovative, so I really like that. I especially like a few of the different top patterns, and I think I'm going to play with some of those top patterns there. And I think even that skirt pattern that has the buttons going down the side seam as well. So I really do enjoy this collection. Let me know what your thoughts are about the Simplicity latest collection, and if you like any of the patterns in this collection, and if you would sew any of these patterns, and what patterns you think you would be getting from this collection. The patterns that I know that I'm going to get from this collection, I'll tell you what those patterns are real quickly. I would like to get my hands on the Simplicity S9613, which is the skirt that has the yoke with the buttons going down the center front and the little ruffle. I would like to also get the Simplicity S9606, which is the V-neck or rounded neckline top that have the puff sleeves, and you're using loops and buttons going down the front of the garment. I would love that one. Maybe even the Simplicity S9605 that have the little ruffle detail, and you can make the smocking at the bottom of the top. I think that would be cute. I definitely want to get the Simplicity S9604, which is the V neckline with the raglan sleeves. You have either the long sleeve or the flutter sleeve that you can make. I don't know about the crop version yet. You all know me. I would probably lengthen that. If I choose that variation, I would definitely lengthen it and put the elastic at the bottom, or I would just make the longer version. And I think the longer version is just as cute as that crop version as well. So I think all of these that I just mentioned would fit my body type and would look fairly good on me. And so those are the patterns that I actually would choose. And yeah, so let me know your thoughts of this latest summer collection, if you like the collection, and again, what patterns you would actually sew. Thank you.